Hello, this is Rui PCB, your trusted PCB partner. Today, we'll show you how to cleverly use the insert key in KiC to quickly generate incrementing net labels. There are quite a few hidden practical features in KiC, and the insert key is one of them. By using the insert key, you can quickly create incrementing labels. Here's how it works. If your design uses buses, you often need to generate a batch of numbered net labels. Repeatedly using the addNetLabel command is very inefficient. Looking at our schematic here, I've carefully placed just an MCU, which is a microcontroller unit, and an encoder. So as we discussed in our previous conversation, if I want to connect P1 to the encoder's input, I specifically need to click to add a label. Then I must enter P10, precisely place P10, and then click the left mouse button again. Following that, I enter P11, carefully place P11, and so on. This entire process is clearly very inefficient, incredibly slow, and quite cumbersome to operate, isn't it? So let's use the insert key we're talking about today and see how it works. First, delete these two designs. As for how to use it, the first time you still need to click the network label, then enter P10, place it, and connect it. After that, you can simply press the insert key on your keyboard, sometimes labeled as INS, sometimes as insert. You just click on P10, and each time you press the insert key, it will automatically create a new network below, arranging them in order. As you can see, the spacing drawn by the chip is just right, and the spacing of the generated networks is also appropriate. This way, you don't need to use the mouse to adjust anything. The networks generated below are automatically connected to the corresponding networks underneath. We use the same method here as well. First, set up a new P10. Then place and connect it. Click once and press insert. Then press it 7 times and it will automatically generate from P11 to P17. Very convenient. As for this key, on a desktop computer, you can just press the INS or insert key directly. On a laptop, however, sometimes the key has a secondary function, so you need to press FN plus insert to use it. This key actually has powerful functions. Not only can it simply copy and increment networks, but note that it can only increment numbers. That is, only when the ending is a number will it work. For example, if I want to use ABCD, then this won't work. Say I enter an A and want it to increment to a B, this can't be done. If you press it, it will just keep copying A, so keep this in mind. When naming networks, try not to use only letters. Use numbers or names ending with a number. This makes it much more convenient for us to copy and increment them. It can also efficiently generate electrical wires or conductive pathways using precisely the same sophisticated method. Now let's proceed to carefully draw a distinct and clear line on the canvas. First, let's carefully align this particular chip in a downward direction, ensuring it is perfectly positioned. Align the networks on both sides, so later we can just draw straight lines if needed. Move it up again. Alright, now let's look at this key. Not only does it copy networks, it actually repeats the previous operation. For example, if we draw a line, and then each time I press insert, it will automatically copy a line. Connecting them at equal intervals is very convenient for drawing repeated lines. It can also be used to repeatedly place components. For example, if we place a resistor, let's say we place a resistor here. When placing resistors or other components, you must remember to set their parameters before placing them. Please place another one right here, if you would. Before placing, press E to modify its value. Otherwise, you'll have to adjust each one after placing. For instance, if this resistor is 10K, we need to change it to 10K first. First, change it to 10K, and then the circuit is ready. We place one, then we can press the insert key to place it. When the component is placed, it follows the mouse, making it easy for you to position it. It doesn't automatically place itself, so this feature is also very convenient. You can repeatedly place the same capacitor or resistor. Alright, that's all for today's introduction to this small feature. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you everyone.